Hey, it's me, GV, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Let's Play The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Let's go ahead and meditate just a tiny little bit on what we've done. We've been a very bad boy, and we need to rectify that. Let's take a look at our quest, shall we? Like I said, before we move on with the main quest, we're going to be doing the two that help out Crach on Craite's children, one of which is the Lord of Undvik. Ask around at the Newport Inn about Undvik and the Ice Giant, sail to the island of Undvik, and search for Hjalmar. This is a really interesting quest, and I really remember, I suppose you could even say, enjoying it quite a bit. First thing that we need to do is take a look at where we need to go on the world map. Looks like we are heading to Svorlag, because we just helped out. Oh god, don't forget her name. Well, whatever her name was. Cerise, right? Ceres, something like that. Starts with a C, ends with a S. Yeah, something like that. Spickaroog. I love that term. That is my favorite, like, sort of town name or whatever it is in this game. We're going to go ahead and fast travel. Let us see. Okay. Looks like we need to ask around right about here. There's quests, a bundle, but I mean, we're probably not going to get to them unless we stream them. That would be, yeah, that would be, I don't know, my stream schedule is all over the place, so I'm not sure at this moment in time. Do we still have, what do our boots look kind of different? Yeah, I'm not sure at this point in time if we are or when we are, because my stream schedule is all over the place. But that would probably be the most likely outcome if we're going to do any of the contracts and or side quests. It's most likely going to be on my stream. And as far as YouTube, we'll be sticking with the main plot points and things like that. And we need to ask around for Undvik and the Ice Giant.
What do you want?
I'm looking for people from Undvik.
They're dead.
See now, I heard many survived.
Stubborn, get your... What do you want to know?
You there when the giant attacked?
Aye, I was. One of the Jarl's personal guards. I failed him. Led no credence to what the priestesses said. We'd be punished for robbing the earth of iron, forging it into blades that men kill one another with, that Freya would punish us. Perhaps they spoke the truth.
Jarl of Undvik. Tell me about his death.
Jarl Harald Houndsnout. His whole crew died that night. Wilmar, Wilfred, and Wilhelm. I reached them too late. Saw the giant dash Wilmar against a rock. He fell right beside me. All his bones broke, wriggling like a salmon on the sand.
Harold was dead by then?
What? No, Jarl fought like a bear. Slicing and dodging and hollering, then slicing again. Couldn't save himself, though.
How did you manage to survive?
First I heard the giant growl to those flying sirens. Damn me if he weren't giving them orders.
Under stress, men see all kinds of things.
I know what I saw. Rushed to help the Jarl, but one of the cunts sunk her talons in me, lifting me up. Tried to take me to their nest. Pecked me apart, I reckon. But I broke loose of her grip. Plummeted from quite a height. Crashed hard. Couldn't stand. Last thing I saw, swarm of sirens swooping down on the Jarl, thrashing round him. He yipped, he yelped, he screamed, he hollered. Then silence. The men escorting the women and the children to the ships took my unconscious flesh away and brought me to Ard Skellig.
I should go.
Yeah.
Okay. We still need to ask around, it looks like. That guy was uniquely named, however.
What do you seek, traveler?
A lot of these people are named just Skelliger.
The Witcher known as the White Wolf, I know. They tell stories about you every day around here. Looking for an open seat at the table?
I'll be fine. Just wanted to talk. Heard Hjalmar came here to gather men for his expedition.
Aye, he did. Such spirit. Stormed in, swept the bowls off the table, jumped atop of it and cried, I'm sailing off to seek glory. Who's with me? Who wants to cut off that bloody giant's head?
Guess that was enough to recruit a longboat full of men.
They carried him out on their shoulders, yelling all the while, we'll win back the forge, string that giant up by his gizzards. Should have seen it, Witcher. Brought tears to my eyes.
Hjalmar seems popular around here.
He is Crach, son.
Clever lad. Put together a fine crew. Hardy drinkers and warriors both. Why, the times I've had to piece together tables and benches after hosting them. The Undvik lads he took on. No spring minnows either. In fact, 'twas a clan Tordarach man gave Hjalmar the idea for the expedition. The shipwright, what's his name? Viggy? That's him. Hoped to earn a new by name, the Fearless. Till now they'd called him the Loon.
They wanted to take back a forge? What's that about?
Never heard the Undvikers forge the best armor in these isles. Their swordsmiths are nothing to sneeze at either.
Because we made our blades like the dwarves forged their sails.
Soft layered core fitted with a hard steel coating.
How do you know? That's a clan Tordarach secret.
Got some friends who are dwarves.
Perhaps you do. But the ore from the mines of Undvik, why, not even... Well, no one's got it. That's that.
Hjalmar must have had a plan. Tell me about it.
Plans? Ha! They didn't even know where to look for this giant. As I recall, Viggy wanted to cross a frozen lake and scale the mountain.
They say the giant came from there. Awoken by the frost that gripped the land around the town.
Took a harsh winter. Suited that man-eater perfectly. It can only get worse. Even the gods.
Another one don't believe Ragnarok is nigh. You'll see. All of yous.
So long.
Glad to be of service. If you need to know more about Undvik or the giant, ask Axel, or that one over there, or Enter.
Geez, it's weird that we need to talk to literally everybody. I really hope once we do that, it is actually going to close out this optional objective.
Ugh.
Talk captive? What does that mean? She's captive? Or is that a term that I'm not familiar with? Okay, there's one more guy that he said to talk to, and forget what his name was, but it was it this guy?
I'm looking for men from Undvik.
You've oars from the isle, and I once cut those waters with nary a rest. Could trace you the shoreline in my sleep. A lovely excursion, if not for the bloody sirens.
I'm the one to ask. Me or Axel and Tardarok? He's over there. What can a bloke from Ard Skellig know about Undvik?
Heard you trilling a different tune when Hjalmar was gathering his crew. Your love for the Craite fade that quick.
That doesn't mind dang dire.
Need to get to Undvik.
Another thrill seeker. Well then, listen close, lest you end in a watery grave. Sail out of port and head southwest. Watch for rocks protruding like pricks out of the water. You'll have to do some tricky tacking to get past them. Some of them shorter, just below the surface, so careful not to scrape right over them. They breach your hull, you're done for. 'Cause just a few minutes in that icy water makes a corpse. One time I remember...
Stick to the point.
Oh, fine. Watch for the currents, 'cause they can drag you off course. Dash against the rocks even. With a bit of luck, you'll land on the same beach where Hjalmar landed.
Hjalmar's from there, or so he claims. And you seem to know these waters. Why didn't you sail with Hjalmar?
'Cause that kind of expedition needs a true leader. And a whelp looking to collect bumps on his skull can only be its doom. Once I...
You'd rather sit in your arse nose in the air, you Zarakinian princess. Brave lad comes along, you sail with him. I'd have sailed with Hjalmar if only those seahorses hadn't banjaxed my knee. Would have sailed instead of sharing a table with a grumpy barnacle like you.
You'd sail with anyone who'd let you aboard. Crach's daughter included.
You mentioned sirens. Many on Undvik?
So many. More on the other halves.
Bollocks.
Once they attacked Lars and me when we were fishing. Before we could drive him off, they pulled Lars in the water and scratched me up so bad that... Boy!
Drive away the sirens? How's that work?
Ha! Plain to see you're no islander. With a horn wall's horn. One toot, and they plough and scurry off so quick the waves rock your boat.
Nice talking to you. By the time I was on my way. So long.
Fair winds to you.
Okay, and there we are. I'm not sure if that has any bearing on the quest whatsoever, that we talked to literally everybody about this. Hopefully it does. If it doesn't, I'm sorry I wasted y'all's time, but obviously I do want to do all of the optional objectives just so that we're getting every little ounce out of the main story here and out of the things that we're doing. Let's see. So first thing before we leave, let's take a look if there's any sort of you know, mission board that we can grab. Doesn't look like it. There is a quest available, but we're not gonna go. Oh, that came up. Oh man, that came up out of nowhere, out of my throat. There is a quest available, but we're not going to take it because we can just grab it from the mission boards most likely. Okay, so now we need to head over here. The Lord of Undvik. Sail to the island of Undvik and search for Hjalmar. So it looks like we need to... I mean, we could honestly just... We could take one of the boats here and then go all the way over. Or we could go over here and then go, like, straight across. I don't know what would be smarter. You know, we'd have to travel. You know, let's just do this. Let's put our custom marker on the boats over here. I like, by the way, how we're just literally going to steal a boat. I mean, I think that's what's going to happen. I don't think we're actually going to pay people for passage. Yeah, no, looks like we're literally just going to hop on this boat and take it. I think. Yeah. Sorry. It's funny that nobody gives a shit. Okay, now we got to do this smart here. I'm not sure if we're going to go the whole way without me cutting, because obviously we got a large, you know, we got a long way to go. We need to circle this isle here, whatever you want to call it. What would that be? A peninsula? But it looks kind of weird to be a peninsula. And then we need to head down here. So let's head straight for. So we can accelerate by holding A, stop, reverse by holding X, leave helm by holding B. It's not every day that we... And that's interesting. Why did he say... He said if we use the horn, we could drive away the sirens. But we also did not get the ability or like any sort of quest update or anything like that to utilize a horn. So I'm not sure if we actually can or not. There's the sirens. I think we're going to just try to outrun them. We could also, I guess, try to go like sort of over to the right and try to avoid them completely. But I think the boat's fast enough. Hopefully, maybe. This one on the left is getting awful close. Okay. There's also a lighthouse. Ooh, I know which lighthouse that is. That lighthouse actually looks quite familiar. Now, see, as a Let's Player, it's at this point in time I have to ask myself, do I cut? Do I make a jump cut to once we've circled the isle, once we've gotten to our destination? Or do people want to see this part of the gameplay? Do people want to hear my voice talk about certain things? I don't know. You know, you guys surprise me left and right, both you guys and also on Twitch. You know, whenever I think the audience is going to want this, they tend to just say something else. Which is that was a weird emphasis I put on the end there. I really don't know, you know? I mean, we've got quite a ways to go. I feel like I should just cut, shouldn't I? We still got like 1,300 feet. It's not going that fast. What was that? Oh, that's cool. There's a whale over there. Okay, I put the quest marker way out there to the right. Man, that's really cool. Yeah, just so many, again, just so many gosh darn great details in this game. Well, you know what I'll do? I'll ask you guys once again, because every time I ask you guys say not to cut. But last time it was because you wanted to see the scenery. There's not too much scenery here to see. Plus, also, we spent like the first 10 minutes of this episode talking to those people just because I wanted to get the optional objective. Looks like it didn't even do anything. It gave us a little bit of backstory, a little bit of info on what was going on Undvik, I suppose. But Yeah, let me know. I mean, do you just... Well, I don't know. I've already asked you guys. Anyways, I guess we won't cut. We'll just keep going unless it takes just far too long, which it already is. But we're getting to the thick of it, too. So I guess maybe it's interesting to you guys to see if we can't pass these sirens. You know what I do remember? They do mess us up. Yeah, they do that. Shoot. Oh, but we can hit... Okay. Broadhead bolt. Broadhead's a sailing term, is it not? So we can actually use our crossbow if we press RB, but we've only got 10 bolts left here. Okay. Yeah, that's right. They dive into the water, and then they chase you, and they're really, really fast. Okay, and if we get a critical hit, they just die. If we shoot them once... Okay, some of them we definitely do need to shoot twice. Okay. Alright, well, as we're traveling over to Undvik, we're about to hit the Toothy. Okay, good. Yeah, you know what? I didn't even give the developers of this game enough benefit of the doubt because they're such good developers that they're obviously not just going to give you a giant stretch of nothing. They're going to have those sirens attack you. They're going to have you go around the cove. They're going to have you come up to these rocks here that we now have to traverse. If we do slam the boat into the rocks, it will damage the boat. If it damages it enough, we will fall into the water. We should probably save here, but... Yeah, in fact, let's go ahead and do that. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we will die. I think what's going to happen is we're going to take ice damage, and we'll die eventually if we do fall into the water. So we can't have the sirens break the boat, and we cannot travel into the rocks. Now, that rock right there to the right that we just passed, I think that's what he was referring to, the rocks that were under the water. My favorite song in the whole entire game. I mean, I love the, you know, the I love those too, but this song is so beautiful. Somebody's got to know what it's called, right? There's got to be one of you guys that are such a big Witcher fan that you know what this specific song is called. Please let me know. This one's just so beautiful. I don't know what it is. It's like haunting. It's eclectic, which is a very fun word to say. I just love it. I love it. It's definitely one of my favorites. Okay, so we're nearing Undvik here. I think the music just changed, perhaps. But yeah, your boat can break, and eventually it will get destroyed. Doesn't happen too often. You know, what do we get 100 points for? Explore the ruins of Urskar and search for signs of Hjalmar's presence using your Witcher senses. And that's exactly what we'll do. Again, I know, I'd say this all the time, but my God, look how involved this quest is already. This is a side quest! Do you guys understand? This is a side quest that we're doing right now. Name one other game that puts this much effort into their side quests. It just doesn't happen. Okay, so we got still a ways to go. We need to travel on land. Yeah, this quest was really interesting, I remember. And I'm not actually sure if there's a giant or not. I don't remember. There's, of course, going to be a boss fight. I mean, I could be wrong on that, so I'm not really spoiling. Oh, I do remember this, though. Okay, first of all, let's get rid of our custom map marker. Okay. I do remember this. It's sort of haunted. It's interesting that you deal with, like, you know, both children of Crach on Craite, and they're both sort of haunted quests. But see, we need to go straight through here, but it's barricaded. We cannot. So it kind of makes you go the long way. I do remember that and being frustrated because I think I got lost or something where it was harder than it should have been to progress. Let's activate Quen. Let's take a look at the world map. Or maybe I followed the dots that are always misleading us. Okay, so it looks like there is a road, right? So this is the road that we were just on, and yeah, it's barricaded. It would make things so much easier if we could just pass it, but no, it's barricaded. So I think we should call Roach and travel along the road. Or can Roach not be... Okay, I thought Roach might not be able to be called here. Yeah, so we will follow the road. I thought that I had to go to the left, but I suppose that I'm wrong. Or to the... Whatever, the opposite direction of where we're going now is what I mean. I thought I had to go that way. think my Witcher amulet just vibrated. We got a new map marker. That's grand. I don't know if we're supposed to explore that hamlet back there or not. I'm going to assume not because, yeah, our quest marker is over this way. Yeah, this is probably what I was trying to do. I was probably just trying to, like, bypass it in the quickest way possible, and I just completely didn't realize that there was sort of this path that we have to follow. I think we're going to go ahead and head off of Roach, though, because...
Clan on Craite.
Clan on Craite. Yeah, there's lots of things to explore, like, on the path, it looks like. I don't want to miss anything, but at the same time, I don't want to waste time as well. I think we'll leave Roach for now. We'll head on foot because this is a pretty narrow path, and Roach is not the best at sort of going through narrow paths. Okay, and we're also going to keep a lookout for places of power as well. I could have swore there was one on this island. Well, I guess that answers that question, if there's actually a giant or not. So he's luring the sirens here, or feeding them. I don't know why. Why would he be luring the sirens to a ghost ship? Maybe, I guess, to just ward off trespassers, I suppose. That would be the only thing that makes sense. But are there really that much that he has to do that? Well, I suppose so. There was a whole party intent on killing him. Explore the boat's hull. Explore the ruins still. So, we will explore the boat's hull. Yeah, I've mentioned this in the Oblivion Let's Play, but it's kind of good. I long. Talk to the stranger. Well, how do we get to him? That's the question. Okay, we have some sirens here. Just too easy with the crossbow, man. They have no chance whatsoever. Oh, I wanted to get a twofer. Okay, looks like we got one more. But maybe it's not going to see us. Okay, how do we get up there? This looks almost like a makeshift ladder, is it? It's putting me in combat, though. Come on, Geralt. Load your crossbow. There you go. So easy. Okay, is this a ladder? Nope, but we can jump up here. You sound like a crazed survivor.
I know that song. What are you doing here?
Look, man. Another one. And so many times I've told him. What's that you say, Wilfred? Right you are. They never learn. At least this one heard a song before he died.
I'm looking for Hjalmar on Craite. Word is he came to this isle with a crew, aimed to defeat the giant.
Oh, aye, saw him, as did Wilmar.
Sure it was him?
Wilmar's got eyes like a hawk. They stood where you stand now. Poor shape they were in, neath the red, Folin, Viggy. And just between you and me, that boy's not quite right in the head. Oh, the young on Craite was here too.
They say where they were headed?
Did they, Wilmar? Oh, aye. Aim to make camp in the old guard tower. Easy enough to find. Stands in the middle of a valley, garden, absolutely nothing.
Try to come back for you once I've found Hjalmar.
Sound awfully sure you'll find him? Maybe you can kill the giant while you're at it. All on your own. They're the same to a man, aren't they, Wilhelm? all think themselves immortal.
Gotta go. So long.
Hey, if you really aim to return, mind bring me some solid twine. You're like to find it in the village. And nails. We're short on nails. Can you remember that? Nails and twine.
I'll remember.
Yeah, I think you're going to need a lot more than just nails and twine, my friend. Find Hjalmar's camp, explore the ruins of Urskar and Seek, and search for signs of Hjalmar's presence using your Witcher senses. Okay, let's grab all of this first. What was in here? Gunpowder? Ashes. Wow, he totally buried... What happens if we extinguish the skull? Does that mean that he buried his friends or put them in barrels? I mean, if you think about it, right? Because there was people missing and... Perhaps. I don't know. Yeah, there's a lot of barrels with ashes, though. Could be wrong. Find Hjalmar's camp. It's pretty close, it looks like, actually. Let's loot these sirens as well. We'll grab their boobies, if we can. They're used in alchemy. To make, what? To make booby powder, I suppose. Very, very powerful alchemical ingredient. Increases our sword strength. Okay, let's activate Quen. Whoop. Yeah, I guess we'll hit the camp first, and then we'll try finding the ruins. I think we need to do both of these
Hjalmar's
things.
encampment. They were attacked. Many wounds. Must have fought for a long time. Broken back. As if he fell from a height.
Looks like we can look at his sword, too.
Several men. Dragged a boat north.
Okay, looks like we found everything here, but let's see if there's anything to loot.
2 people came through here. Separately. These tracks are older.
Man.
Somebody left the camp before the attack.
Look at all of these objectives. Okay, use your Witcher senses to follow the tracks of those who fled the camp before the attack. Follow the boat trail using your Witcher senses. Well, to the right, where the boat is, I think that's where we need to go as well. So let's go this way first, which is follow the tracks of those who... Okay, here we go. Yeah, who fled the camp before the attack. Okay. Not sure if we need to do all of these or what we need to do, really. But we'll follow these footprints for now. Maybe some of them are red herrings? I don't know. This is a really unique quest. Probably the most unique side quest in the whole entire game. I mean, it's really stuck with me, even though I didn't remember that there was an actual giant. But that's because, I guess, you know, for the most part in The Witcher, you know, a lot of the time... Yo, it's a giant, but then it just turns out to be something else.
Landed smack in a Necker's lair and cut the beast down. Hardy folk, these Skelligers.
Okay. So Neckers are corpsers. Or, no, corpsers are the fiend. Oh,
Another
I'm not
track.
really sure. But, yeah, the necrophages is the word that I'm looking for, which means that they sort of feed on dead bodies. They're scavengers. They're just a part of the ecosystem. But not really, because they came through. I forget what they call it. The conjunction of the spheres, right? That's the event that made all these monsters start appearing.
1 arrow in each. Good eye.
This is taking us really far off the path, so I really hope that there's a point to all of this. Abandoned village.
Someone used this as cover.
Okay.
Definitely came through here.
Okay, we'll keep following this. Did I turn off? We did turn off the fisheye, right? Yes, we did.
Got hit here first, but kept going.
Okay.
Kept going, though he could barely walk.
Well, it's probably coming to a close right around here.
Lost a lot of blood. Couldn't have gone much further.
I think we missed something back here as well.
Lost a lot of blood. Couldn't have gone much further.
Okay, ladies and gents, well, we'll find out whatever it is in the next episode. Hate to end on a cliffhanger, but I really don't know what's going to be here. Probably no one alive, I would imagine. How would they survive? Well, they've survived this long. Could be. I don't know, but we'll find out together in the next episode. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you there. Bye-bye.
That's all I swear.